glass can be used in so many different ways. In medical research, in chemical research, in optics, in sensors. My name is Todd Carter. I am the scientific glassblower here on campus for Western, primarily for chemistry, but I do all other departments.
Where do you start? What do you do? How does it get finished?
Okay, well, first I say hi when they open up the door, and they come in, and I'll inspect what they have. Either they come in with small drawings, sometimes on napkins or whatever. I try to ask them what kind of research is done so I can get a feel of what constraints, whether there's going to be high temperature, if it needs vacuum, if it has to be protected from oxygenators or anything like that. Once a final design and the dimensions have been decided upon, then I go through, I have stocks of different tubing, and it starts off at 4 millimeter tubing and all the way up to 180 millimeter tubing. So I'll gather up all of these different pieces of glass that I need. I'll prepare the components to the sizes that they need to be added on to, so that if I need a 40 millimeter connector piece on one side, then I will cut that inclusive, have it all prepared to go on. I'll line up all of the parts over on the cart there, and then I'll start assembling it, usually on the lathe.
Also go over the kind of safety precautions that you have to take when creating glassware.
Okay, so these are radically cool glass-blowing glasses, and they're made out of a special dopant material in glass called didymium. And those components filter out specific wavelengths of light, primarily in the yellow field. Okay, those yellow fields are correspondent to the sodium flare. You won't be able to see what's happening to your glass because of the amount of yellow and orange glow that's in the fire. But the minute that you put these glasses on, it filters that out, and you see it very, very clearly right in exactly what the glass is doing. There's very strong arguments for using glass as a material in research. Its repeatability, its durability, the fact that you can see through it clearly so you can observe what's happening as it happens. It's a wonderful medium, and very happy to have worked with it all these years.
Yeah, there's somebody trying to...
Well, they'll go away. They'll come back. Do you want me to interrupt, or how long are you guys? Are you able to stay late?
Yeah. And then these two are, I think those are just these two. This part we cannot open.
Okay.
In the lab.
They're just frozen.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's all.
So these are the 2 vacuum traps and 2 Schlink flasks. So this is part of that air-free system that I said, where they'll take a manifold, they'll evacuate as much of the air as possible, then run nitrogen back in. They'll have the reactants in here, and then this valve. They'll have these valves on the side that have a glass. So they'll be able to control the final air in and out through this. Okay, great. So you got to fill out your name.
How many times a day does somebody like that come in and ask you to prepare their glassware?
It depends on who's having a bad day that week. Usually I'll have 2 to 3 new clients a day, but they're coming in with boxes. The student undergrad labs, they store it all up, so they'll come in with 5 boxes, right? And but these usually come in specific to a certain doctor or a certain group. My number one job is repairing things. Glassware can be expensive, and accidents do happen. So I spend an awful lot of time repairing a broken instrument and saving the client money, and at the same time it works just as good as when they had first purchased it.
And what do you find most rewarding about your work?
Every day is a new day. I get to play with fire, and I've learned not to hurt myself with it. There's all these different challenges. I never know what kind of surprises are going to come in the door, and it requires thought. It requires skill. But one of the greatest benefactors or benefits is at the end of the day, you've got things that you can be proud of. You look at them; they not only are going to be functional, but they look good as well.